Hi, folks, and welcome to another edition of Another Ride with Dave. I've got the legendary Dave Courtney here, all the way from Camelot Castle. How are you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm all good today. Yeah.
So, what's been going on? Have you been watching the World Cup? Are you a football man? Do you care? You don't care?
If I wasn't a football man, I definitely am now. Yeah, I've been watching the World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to win it?
Mm, I hope so. I do believe we got a chance, man. I know they got kicked out last night, but all them little teams like Japan, ain't they done well? The
Yeah.
little teams. I mean, I'm so pleased we beat Senegal. I truly fancy my chances against our chances against France. Um, Listen to me, you're talking like I know what I'm talking about. I live with a football fanatic. I live with Brandon, who has it on four times in day, and then on the
Yeah.
one day, it dragged me to go and see it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So now, Charlie Bronson, 70 today. What do you reckon?
um, I'm chuffed for him that he's actually got this far, seeing as where he is, and seeing as you brought him up, um, I actually just sent him this last week, just gone. I bought him a brand new suit, shirt, shoes, socks, tie, hanky, braces, all to his own specs that he sent me the measurements for his court appearance in January.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's public, isn't it?
I think so, yes. I don't think I'll go. It won't do him a lot of good. Dave Courtney sitting up in the audience. God, Charlie. You know?
I mean, he's got to come out soon. I mean, he's 70 now. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. To not get political about it, I generally believe that the only reason he's there
Mhm.
is as to be used by the authorities as a deterrent to every other prisoner in under lock and key in Great Britain. If you want to go and or cause us grief, this is what will happen to you. You
Yeah.
know, and he's really kept there as a deterrent. You know, of course he ain't no real threat to society anymore. You know, not really. No,
A lot of people still think that he killed people, but he's never killed anybody, has he?
he never killed anyone. No.
No. He robbed a
He
what?
took a couple of hostages, threw a couple of slates off a roof, lit a couple of fires, you know. You know what I mean? No big thing.
Do you know, I know this is an old story because, and it's been told many times before, but a lot of subscribers are still asking for this story again about how you met Charlie Bronson when you were at the show, when he was shouting down to you. Just tell us that story again, Dave.
I think the reason they're asking is because I do a pretty good impression of him there. But for anyone that hasn't spoken to him, I don't know. The impression I'm going to give you right now is a very good impression of Charlie. I went a prisoner on the first night I was there. I was in the special unit, which is unlike any other prisoner in Great Britain. It's for 12 of you. You know, you go through. It's a special place. There's no getting out of that. And I'm just lying there at 2 in the morning. And what am I doing here? My next door neighbour's Charlie Cray and the two blokes who killed the geezers in Essex in the Range. You know, and I'm lying there just wow. And Dave Courtney going in there might have nicked a little bit of Charlie's thunder, I think, and he just didn't like me from the off. And I heard out the window, Courtney, Courtney. And I was lying there in bed. So I thought the only chance I got is there might be someone else in here called Courtney. But no, and he went, Courtney, I'm going to bite an hole in your chest and suck the life out of you. Right. Listen, the whole prison was alight with that. They're all talking from window to window. Bronson stuck it in company. Bronson stuck it in company. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? And I'm like, and you can hear the whisper. You can hear the 1,500 people all talking about it. And oh my God. And I'm like, what am I going to do? To be perfectly honest, I didn't know that I would never, ever, ever going to bump into him.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought he might have been in the next cell, the landing underneath. I was going to bump into him in the dinner queue, the library, the gym, or the church. I didn't know. It was my first night.
Yes.
You got more chance of bumping into the Queen than Charlie Bronson. He's locked up in solitary confinement. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Hence, my answer to his little volley out the window. I was all listening to wait and see what said. So I did my best South London gangster voice. I went, Charlie. Charlie, oh, come on. Oh, stop it now. Come on. It's me, that, you know. I'm my arse off now. Right? I make no mistake about it. I can't hide it. 1,500 people heard it. So I've got to fess up to that. If I'd have known that he was locked up and I could never have got him, I'd have gone, oh, you chocolate, you mug, and all that shit. But I didn't, did I?
That is so funny. It
Really?
is.
You should have been lying. It weren't that funny then.
No. What was it like for you in prison? How did you get on with it?
Listen, I'm the court jester and all, right? There's a reason for, if you go to prison, there's a good reason to have a fight, whoever you are. You know, whether you're an hard nut, whether you're a bit of a show off, whether it's your crime that you're in there for, people want to beat you up. If you're a little quiet bloke just wants to do his bird and get out, that you're an easy target for people. Now there's the different ethnic groups that want to beat you up for this and beat you up for that. But the one that got through it was the court jester. Yeah, that's been my game all the way through my life. Laughing and joking's been my ace card, and in there, people are dying to laugh because it's so miserable.
Yeah,
everyone to laugh. So,
did you feel that you were going to be targeted at all because you're known person and somebody might think, oh, I've hit Dave Courtney? You know?
Well, I don't have to go to prison for that. I'm a little bit like that outside, but I mean, age has saved me now. I'm now 60 odd years old. And, I ain't really a scout for anyone anymore. You understand what I mean? But in there, had I wanted to be targeted, I was segregated from everyone that was possibly wanted to do that to me. I was in there with category A prisoners, real sensible, professional, thoughty men. And they got a lot more on their daily agenda than giving Dave Courtney a smack in the mouth. And I'm only around 12 of them. I wasn't in the main body of the prison where there's 300 of them all running around stabbing each other. And, I weren't in that bit. Yeah, I was in a very elite part of the prison, if that's at all possible.
Did you get depressed at all? Was there a moment you thought, oh, Christ?
It's not my job to get depressed. I was in a good mood, and I genuinely knew or believed that I was coming home. Yeah, the unit, the bit that I was in was for people that was waiting to do lots and lots of bird, and that might make escape attempts or had the outside help or had the financial means to make some kind of escape or whatever. He had the backup, to do that. And I genuinely believed I was coming home. So it was my job to keep everyone else happy. And I do believe, if you ask anyone that's in there, there's a book out by Jim Dawkins, the screw that was looking after Charlie Bronson. He'll tell you what I was like in there. Charlie Cray's book, he'll tell you what I was like in there, yeah. I'll make them all laugh.
How would you have coped? Would it have been the same if you'd have been doing, 25 years? Do you think you could have kept up the fun and laughter?
I like to think I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that I could have, because it's now is my way of life. Laughing and joking is exactly the same for breathing with me.
Yes.
And then around me, I want them under my umbrella of laughing and joking as well. So I brought it upon myself to be that. Whether I could do it after he's actually gone, bomb, 25 years recommended. Yeah, you're not coming home till you're 82 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, difficult.
I feel for Charlie Bronson. He's entitled to be a little bit mad if he is a little bit mad, which, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone locked up in solitary confinement for 30 odd years, it will have to do something to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to go funny.
Not him, the person, but in reality, whoever you are, being locked in solitary confinement. And he done a silly thing on a radio interview about 2 or 3 months ago. Spoke to someone on the telephone that allowed himself to be taped and played on the TV. Well, his punishment for that was he weren't allowed any letters, no visits, no phone calls, no. And he don't see anybody else in there. He's in a cell on his own. So that must be, I can't imagine.
Yeah. I think it's barbaric. I mean, he's been in there long enough, and he really should come out. Now, different subject going on. I saw you only the other day, and you were directing and getting everything going on the canal boat. Give people an update of what's happening with that.
Well, me and Brendan have just bought a canal boat. I think I told you that before.
Yeah.
which is quite a cool thing. You know what I mean? It's really a cool thing. We actually ended up purchasing it at the wrong time of year. It's now out of the water at a place in Watford, and we've had a new bottom welded on it. We've had all the bottom re-waterproofed, and we're now doing the top and a complete overhaul on the inside. It's all going to be brand new, but we chose the wrong time of year to do it. It's winter, it's freezing cold, so it's now going to be out of the water until the end of February. That's when we can go back and start doing all new fiberglass roof and get all the kitchen fitters in and turn it into some kind of wowie thing on the inside. You know, it's going to be of the highest spec you can imagine. So I'm quite looking forward.
I thought your directing was fantastic. The way that you were
I've done some
pointing.
serious pointing. I know. Thank you, Liam, for noticing that, because the other one's just called me a lazy bastard. But thank you.
Pointing was
a good pointer on a building site situation. A good pointer over there, two of you over here, you lot over there, move. You need someone like that.
Yeah,
and I am that bloke.
Yeah, vital. You were vital on the day. Now, am I right in thinking, because you haven't got a name for it, are you going to name it after your mum?
I was going to call it Lady Tess, yeah, after my mum.
Yeah. So that is that official? Is that what's going to be, or you might change your mind? You're not sure.
I have put it out there as a competition for people to tell me a name, and then as each day my mum's getting a little bit older, you know, I just wanted to go and name a boat after her. So I suppose I cheated everyone by trying to think of a name and write into me. I didn't mean that deceitful, but I want to actually call the name of a boat after her, Lady Tess, and smash the bottle off it, you know what I mean, like the Queen thing, and put her on it. And
oh, fantastic! How is she?
That's what I want to do. I haven't actually told her, and she's fantastic, man. Listen, I took my mum and my sister and my brother's children to the bare knuckle boxing on Sunday for the first time in life. Like, she's 90, and they give her a little shout out on the stage, made her stand up, and everyone in there give her a clap. You know, she was going, oh, it's the best time of my life. Everyone, you know, and everyone's running over going, Alan, Mrs. Courtney. She was made up by it, absolutely made up by it. And she was going, oh, didn't they do it hard? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? And oh, he's bleeding and he's still punching him. That's not fair, is it? You know, it's beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful, yeah.
So do you think, Dave, you're going to get to 90?
I hope not. I don't think so, not by a long shot, not with the amount of things that's wrong with me. And I'm going through some serious hurting at the moment.
Are you?
I am, yeah. I don't have me going about all that shit, but I'm going through some hurting, yeah.
Right.
Bits and pieces and things all going wrong. It's not great at the moment. I wouldn't want to be 90. I suppose she puts on such a brave face, my mum, that he makes 90 look like being a breeze. Yeah, what does she still got all her marbles for a start, which, wow, I know most people half my age has lost their marbles. Everyone that comes to my party every time, they look like they've got dementia. They're only 25. She makes being 90 look like it's easy. But I know it ain't. You know what I mean? I know it ain't.
But you've still got sex appeal, though, Dave, haven't you? You know, the women still love you.
Liam, that is why I do this for you.
Thank you.
Throw one of them out every time, and it just makes me go, bum, I'll be tummy. Right, do a little thing.
Women still love you. Now, I've got to get on to
and some men. Listen to this. Listen to this. I get the odd dick pic.
Really?
Really? I thought it was you.
No.
No. I still listen. I'm. Both sides find me attractive, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's nice to know, because in today's world we're all equal, and you know we're all woke, and we love everybody. You know, so that's good. I've got loads of questions for you from subscribers. A few other things. I just wanted. Yeah, do you remember that children's magician in that documentary that you told to stop entertaining?
Why'd you do that? Why you buttered me up with something nice?
I know. It just came to me this morning. I thought Do you
I
think
bet he
that
did.
children's magician has he ever recovered from that experience?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I had a birthday party for my boy Jensen, and I had it in the nightclub that I was running at the time, Dexter's in the middle of the state. And my house, as you know, is a very funny household. Funny, haha. Yeah,
Yeah.
my children are funny. My wife is hilarious. The company I have in my house is funny. So when I pay for a magician or something to entertain my children, I at least expect him to be entertaining or funny. And this man that's up because he thought he was talking, I can only assume that he was trying to, he thought he was entertaining 4 and 5 year olds, you know, with the silly little tricks he was doing and the blue pom pom and the pink pom pom and you know, and I was going saying to him, you know, like pull a gnat out of a rabbit or something like that, or you know, or a woman do something funny, and he just couldn't do it, and the kids were bored and they were getting up and walking away and all that. So I had to save the day and just get up and go, all right, listen, stop it, you're not magic enough, your sack's off. Put my hand in the till, grabbed all the change and went, scramble, yeah, and everyone was driving around and the first one to get a whole sandwich in the mouth in one go gets a fiver. Ah, I said, pack your stuff, just pack your gear. He said, you're not magic enough. I said, well, the money I paid you, I could have got him an oar.
Do you think he's ever recovered? Do you
I
think
don't
that?
know where he recovered from that, but it wasn't funny enough for my children. My children would have sat down and entertained him in reality. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We're very sorry out there if you're still around.
Listen, it wasn't personal, and I'm sure that you're very good at what you do for younger people, but they were just tiny adults that you were trying to entertain. Right?
So,
interested in the blue pom pom and the pink pom pom.